main silliness of new car claims, it's time to review a simple truth. No production cars being sold will to the same standards as Mercedes-Benz. Consider the 190E 2.6. From its anti-lock braking system to the rush of its 2.6-liter engine. From its front crumple zone to its rear crumple zone. It is everything a Mercedes-Benz. But there is another truth.
I have a little party here for the Smith man.
Got a TV, huh?
Yeah. What's on? All I need is
A keyboard, and we can get you a monitor.
Well, this is something, Gary. Hasn't it changed? Incredible. I don't even recognize the place.
And
lovely.
Too late.
2 additional dining areas.
They'll be up there just
This whole bar area.
Well, I got here today.
Yes.
I'm just stunned.
The landscaping back there is just incredible. I mean, it's hard to believe it. He must have done this. I remember when it was a micro bar.
Yeah.
A little pile of stones.
Oh, really?
I don't even know where the original stones are anymore. I think he's taking everything down except the stones from front. All these rooms are good. All those rooms over there. I think the original restaurant was where that wall is right there. I guess we're doing okay.
Well,
People should be allowed. Because the birds are coming. Maybe what they probably This.
right.
If you thought you might have had too much wine, you were sure of that.
It wasn't back there by the water wheel?
The restaurant? Well, this is fabulous. What a wonderful...
Just reminds you of Oregon. I mean, hell, I live in Northbridge. I'm just by my house now.
Oh, that's what you're...
Oh man.
Have a seat.
No, where she's in to get a close up for the
Close up for Mr. Smith.
starts.
Oh, yeah.
Yee!
Don?
John, you must look up.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're focusing on food.
Don's eyes is...
Is that what this thing is for here? Is that what this is for?
No, we're already breaking it.
He's quiet, so you
Where's your husband? Well, Remmel, so far you've used marvelous taste.
He's a doctor.
Oh, did you?
Am I on?
You would be pushing it coming in your car.
Well, here's to reduce stress levels.
The water just starts spraying out of there. My face was dripping wet. Bill saw me. I was dripping wet with water from not drinking.
From the drinking fountain, yeah.
The name of the maze is really amazing. Usually when you like the water between Seattle and Cambridge,
It's not yet.
it's really good.
And the shrimp are very big too, aren't they? Big and long. Big and long this one here, right?
The problem is you're not getting into any of the
For the day. We went that up
For the rest of the day, really?
Oh, wait, okay. We're going over there.
Bill? Hey.
Does that camera pick it up when it's historic?
I don't think so.
Wayne, cheers to you and your focusing genius at this time of the
Cheers to
night.
Gary.
Cheers to Gary.
Cheers to Gary.
Here, here, Gary.
And here,
Gary is our leader,
table leader.
table leader.
Table leader. But you're having a good time.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay? Make believe. A lot of laughing going on now. Make jokes now. Steve, time to go.
Time to go.
Well, that's the only closed doors he's had in a while.
He's been sent to a cubicle.
Well, Jim Smith is going to make a few comments. The last one you'll have to listen to. Well, until the next time. I gotta stand up anyway. Well, Wing. Come on. I want to make a few comments though, because this is really a very important event in my life, and will be in your life someday too. Fortunately, you only turned 62 once, so you want to really go on gracefully from 62 forward. You know, I owe so much, really, to the people that I've worked with. And I think you all have heard me say that my success is nothing more than a reflection.
So we're in your inheritance then.
Right.
Thank you.
But
You're not giving it all to your dog.
But in any event, I really do want you to know, from the bottom of my heart, for those people who I've worked with so closely over the years, how very, very much I'm grateful to each and every one of you. Because I have been very, very lucky, you know, in my life here at Newhall Land, very successful.
Just make sure you have that damn speedboat ready when I get up there.
But it's the people that I have worked with, right to the people that
I know,
I've
but
hired.
you gotta
Fortunately, I've had a good sense about people, and I've had some very, very talented individuals who I've worked with, very challenging individuals, and they've contributed, you know, greatly to my success, and I really do appreciate it. And I think I might reminisce a bit about my career here at Newhall Land. You all know, of course, that I came to the company in July of 1976. I was telling Dave earlier that the first day I arrived in the company, I think was the hottest day they've ever had in the history of the Santa Clarita Valley. It at least was 110 or 112. And I didn't think I was going to get through the first day. I had just come up from my home in Laguna Beach, and I was employed in Newport Beach. And believe me, if you want to get a radical difference in environment, come from the Newport Beach area to the Santa Clarita Valley, you know it's a lie. It was brutal. And for those, really none of you were here at that time to know what the company was like in 1976 in July. It's hard for you to imagine. Remmel joined me 1 year after I was with the company, and thank God he did. But things had improved slightly. And I think you were, what, in a trailer?
Yes.
Yeah. We had acquired some modern trailers to supplement our very limited office space in that old warehouse building that was across the street from the former Magic Mountain headquarters that they used for years after we sold the park to Magic Mountain. But it's that old warehouse building that I think now houses, what, an antique store or something? Oh, that's right. We use it now as a storeroom. In fact, the storeroom now for the IS department, believe it or not, is Jim Smith's old office. I was very lucky. I finally managed to wiggle my way into the corner office of that building. And I was very lucky because that happened to be the former office of the president of the company many, many years ago. And it was the only office in the building that had its own separate air conditioning unit. So I had the coolest, most pleasant office in that entire building. Even 65. People used to come in and just shiver, but it was a huge office. And that's where all the original planning took place for moving from the Honeywell system, which was really in the state of absolute virtual collapse, to our first IBM 370, 138 computer, 512K memory, which we acquired in '77. And speaking of how computers have changed, our first computer was 512K, and I pleaded with the company, it was for about 3 or 4 years, trying to get another half meg of tax. And I remember we had one job that did the, reported the depreciation results, BJ084 to be precise, and it took a precise 13 hours to run. I quickly recognized that we had a problem. So it wasn't soon after that we acquired then a much larger computer called the 4341, which we rapidly grew out of. And in several more years, we acquired the 4381. We moved from a DOS system to an MBS system. So we've gone through a lot of change. In fact, we went from MBS back to DOS, and now we're on the greatest program of all, and really probably the most challenging. We're now moving from the complete mainframe environment, which has been my entire career, to the new, exciting PC-based network system, which I think is going to do wonders for efficiency in accounting, and it's a lot more affordable and flexible, and I think it's going to offer just tremendous new opportunities for better data processing throughout the organization. So I think it's really probably a good time for Jim Smith to be retiring, because this is a very major change that's occurring, and it's great that the young people that are all facing me here in this room are all going to be part of building up this new opportunity and this new information infrastructure in the company. Well, I wish I could think back on all the endless things that have happened over 16 years. I mean, I recall poor Gary Heenerfuss at times. I'd see him like this after some of our encounters. I remember the famous scene we had.
I wanted to hit you plenty of times.
I remember some of the famous scenes. Probably some of the worst, oddly enough, was with the age trial balance for Valencia Water Company. Gary never quite appreciated the importance that I attached to the age trial balance for the Valencia Water Company. He learned. And he finally got it working. And of course, I think back to Wing Lee on the famous VJ055. Wing.
I don't know how many times.
Remember the VJ055, which was, it got to be so bad that...
It wasn't bad, Jim. I mean...
I don't...
No,
bad in terms that
the system was low.
It 4 or 5 times, you know, each closing.
Even Wing knows that the machine was a piece of shit.
Maybe one in
the thing is, it would take us 3 to 4 days to get through
1 week.
one job.
It took a week.
1 week, yeah.
Well, I was being kind. No. I mean, the partnership system, by the way, Dave Peterson and I, we've had our little run-ins. But fortunately, Jim Smith has mellowed throughout the years, and Dave Peterson has mellowed throughout the years. You know, age brings this sort of mellowness to people. But Dave and I have had some very fiery scenes together. But I can say that Dave seeks absolute, total excellence in what he wants and what his requirements are. And I always felt that IS was able to match, you know, what we were able to do with pure excellence. I have always pursued excellence in what I do. You know, I really think that individuals who are successful are those people who take great pride, you know, themselves in what they do. If they can look at what they do with great pride, be proud of what they're doing, then that's really all you need, because out of that, super things are going to happen. I mean, Sean Ware here, I mean, he does absolutely marvelous things because he takes great pride in what he does. He's meticulous. And he's great pride, and it shows up, and no one needs to worry about his results because he himself is so concerned about the excellence in the way he does things. And Remmel, of course, is thorough, careful, patient, and will be a marvelous leader, you know, for the department. And I have great faith that Remmel's going to carry on the exciting traditions, you know, of this organization. I think it's going to be different. You won't have Jim Smith's booming voice through the department in the morning, or shaking up the computer operators because I'm running my finger across the top of the console looking for dust, or concerned about those waste paper baskets that are overflowing. But in any event, Remmel will do a super job. I have great faith in him, and I feel sad actually sort of leaving, you know, and not being part of all this, but I have great faith. All of you people are going to make all this happen. You're going to bring a lot of success to the department. You're going to give the company, you know, what it expects, which is nothing less than the very best. Never do anything unless you're really doing your very best. Never, never, never accept anything unless it's the very best. I mean, anything short of that, you're letting yourself down. That's the most important thing, but you're also letting the company down.
That's what I do when I golf. I try very stressed.
But I'm not going to say much more other than the fact, again, I want to emphasize that I'm so deeply appreciative to each and every one of you for making me a success, because you have. I mean, it's just it's you that have done it, and I'm so proud that I was able to, you know, call you my friends, my colleagues, and it's just been great. You'll probably see me again, but in a different status. Anyway, thanks a lot.
Remmel, before you start, I just want to give Jim one gift before I know how Jim, we all know how Jim was so adamant on going around the building and collecting sweetness. Right? I just want to make sure Jim gets the perfect Sunday when he's in retirement. So go ahead, Jim. Who laughed at, Gary? Go ahead, here. Go ahead, right here. I just want to make sure Jim gets satisfied in his sweetness when he's on retirement. That he's got all the ingredients required to make his life a pleasure.
Oh, how wonderful. What a wonderful, thoughtful gift. Now,
Just that ice cream.
Just add ice cream, Jim.